Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. I'm Jade, and in today's episode, we need to prepare to go to the end. So I want to go to the end next episode to obviously defeat the Ender Dragon. But after that, I want to get Elytra, and not just one pair. So we need to be prepared when we go in there, because we need to have a bunch of rockets on us so that when we get some Elytra, we can then use that Elytra to travel to the next end city, get more elytra and more shulker shells, and so forth. So how do we get rockets? Well, we have a whole lot of sugarcane already, but in this episode we need to find a good way to get some gunpowder. So that means we need to build a creeper farm. And I'm not going to build the creeper farm around our spawn here, because the design that I want to use is built up in the sky, and that would kind of kill our aesthetic. So I'm building the creeper farm far away off to the east, which means we'll need to travel out there by horse to set up the farm and then collect all the gunpowder. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then later in the episode, we're going to hunt down one of our world's strongholds so that we can jump into the portal. Look at the horse, he's already ready to go. So in the next episode, we can jump into the portal and take on the Ender Dragon. So let's head on out to the east, where we're going to build our creeper farm. So I really had to think long and hard about where I wanted to build this farm. The creeper farm that we're building is a design by Waddles, and it needs to be built up in the sky, preferably over an ocean biome. So far in the world, we've built all of our farms and our trading hall underground so that they wouldn't interfere with the world's aesthetic, but there's really no way to hide away this farm. So we have to put it somewhere that we'll likely never see, but also somewhere that isn't too far away so that we can get to it pretty easily. So to find the perfect spot, I had to pull out the map of our world. So here is an overlay of the biomes in our world, and here is where spawn is, and the island in the center of the lake. And way out here to the northeast is where we're putting our creeper farm. There's a small patch of deep ocean here in this bay. I currently don't plan to build anything around this bay here, but if I do, it won't be until like years down the road. So we are on our way out there now, and we've come to the end of our land journey. The rest of the trip will be by boat, and I will bring you guys back in when we reach the deep ocean and we can start building our farm. Okay, so we're out here at the future site of our creeper farm, and I've built up a small platform and a nether portal here. I've built the nether portal just so it'll be easier to get back and forth from our spawn area out here to the creeper farm, so we don't have to keep taking the boat and the horse every time. And I've used that to go across the roof of the nether and bring out all these materials that are in this chest here. Also, as we were traveling out here, I didn't run into anything too interesting besides what was an supposed to be an underwater ruin, but it was like above the water. And in there, I didn't really find anything other than this buried treasure map. So we may do this, but I'm not in any rush to find buried treasure at the moment. I am in a rush to build this farm. So let's take a look at the materials that we need for this farm. Like I said, it was designed by Waddles, and it seems to be perfect for our world here. I'm going to build 5 layers of a creeper farm, and then how it works is the creepers will spawn, they'll see the snow golem in the middle, and they'll want to go kill him, and then they'll fall down into a chamber where we've got this sword here that we'll kill them with. And I've gone ahead and enchanted this sword to be like the best sword possible for the job. It's got sharpness 5, sweeping edge 3, looting 3, mending, and unbreaking. So the creepers spawn. Other mobs can't spawn because these trapdoors will be above their head. Now creepers are smaller than other mobs, so the trapdoors make them obviously unable to spawn. Only mobs that spawn are creepers. And then to keep spiders from spawning, it's got these light gray carpets. So pretty simple design, but this will probably still be the largest farm that we've built in this world so far. But I'm ready for the challenge, so let's go ahead and start building in a time lapse. Wish me luck. Okay, so we finished up the creeper farm out here, and I've been sitting here killing a bunch of creepers and collecting gunpowder. So I've already started putting together some flight rockets for our trip to the end in the next episode. And this farm is working out wonderfully. I'll link it down in the description, the tutorial, and I would recommend it for anyone's world because it's been plenty of gunpowder for what I'll need here in this world. But I've built the entire farm out of this smooth stone because I haven't really paid too much attention to like the aesthetic of the build or how it's going to look. It's more of an industrial area, and this may be one of the few times that you'll ever see the farm in an episode. It'll mostly be me just out here working, collecting gunpowder. I've also added a few more platforms around the farm here, just for work stuff to keep me busy while I'm letting the creepers build up. I've got the field of sugarcane. As y'all know, I like to cut down sugarcane by hand. It's very satisfying. Just listen to that sound. So that's how I'll get all the paper for my fireworks. And then the rest of these platforms are just for growing trees and giving me something to do while I'm out here. I'm thinking about on this one for the tall trees, building a bubble vader that'll take me up to the top. And then I can cut the tree down from top to bottom. Then go back up the bubble vader and do it all over again. So this is kind of just like an industrial area behind the scenes where I get materials and resources for the world. We can take a look at the farm itself and go into free cam mode. It's 5 layers and pretty, well, not too special on the outside, but the inside Looks really cool as all the creepers are dropping down. So they spawn on these platforms and then they try to get across these two trapdoors trying to get to the snow golems. We got 5 of these guys in here. And then they fall down into the killing chamber below. And it gives a ton of gunpowder using the looting sword. But now that we have the gunpowder, the only thing left is to find where our end portals are. Or at least one of them. So we can go into the end, fight the Ender Dragon, and then hunt down some elytra so we can put these rockets to good use. So let's try to find one of our world's end portals. Okay, we're outside the castle here because this is where we're going to start our journey towards one of our world's end portals. So I went ahead and made 30 Eyes of Ender. So I hope this is enough to get us to the portal and then complete the portal, opening up the end dimension. Also with us, I'm carrying some obsidian and flint and steel. So I can make a nether portal right next to the end portal and just get back and forth easily between what we've built in our world and then the end portal. But without further ado, let's throw our first Eye of Ender into the sky and see which direction our journey is going to take us. Directly behind us. Oh no. It looks like it's kind of going to the southeast. Where'd that go? Ah, there it is. Oh yeah, definitely to the southeast. So we're going to try to take the horse and throw the ender pearls at the same time. I don't know how good that's going to work. But we're going to depart our castle and go on to our journey. So let's see where it takes us. Come on, guy. Sucks getting these guys across rivers and stuff. We broke our first Eye of Ender. I think we're making pretty good progress, though. I think these things are usually 1,000 blocks away from spawn, and we're about 790 blocks away from spawn right now. So hopefully we're kind of getting close. We're going to keep going here now with only 29 Eyes of Ender. I think this is going to be the last Ender Pearl that we throw for the day because it's getting kind of dark. And of course it would land on the tree. Can I get that? No. Okay, we're going to break here for the night and put down a fence gate that we can tie our horse to. I always do that. I always try to tie the lead to the fence gate before I connect it to the horse. I think we're making some good progress, though. We've gone a full day of journeying, and we still have not found our end portal. But we gotta be getting close, I feel. Let me get these, because these are valuable. Can't just be leaving it on top of a tree like that. And let's get back on our horse and keep on going. We broke another one. We're down to 26 now. Wait a minute. 2 in a row? If it automatically... Oh, yeah. I didn't know that. So if it automatically breaks, does that mean that we're on top of the stronghold? I don't want to throw too many. I think this is our spot because we just went past it and then it took us back. So I think we're just going to start digging down right here and seeing what we can find. I don't know how long I'll have to dig here, but I guess I'll get started. Oh, Mossy! Hey, we found it. So we did dig, like, a good ways down. And it looks like it's connected to a mine shaft here. But here it is. Oh, and we got the advancement. I spy. So we have found the stronghold, and now all we have to do is hunt for where the end portal is located. So, let's go in here. Hopefully there's not too many mobs down here. Ooh, a chest right off the bat. And there's nothing. I'll go back and get that armor plate template, but I don't want it right now. I'm going to explore a little bit in here and then bring you guys back in when we find the room with the portal in it. Ooh, another chest. Hey, diamonds. This is the room. We found the room. That wasn't too hard at all. Should we destroy this is the question that I'm asking myself. Should we destroy the spawner? Will we ever need silverfish? Yeah, we never need these guys. These dudes are so annoying. I'm destroying it. Destroying it, retreating, running away. Ah, they're so annoying. Alright, so here is our end portal. And it looks like it has no Eyes of Ender in it already. I thought some of these came with Eyes of Ender in them. I guess we can start filling it up with the ones that we brought. Luckily we made a bunch. And now we can open the portal to our end. Big step in our world. Alright. Now I guess we're ready to jump into the portal with our sword and take on the Ender Dragon. Let's do it. But that's going to do it for today's episode. We built a creeper farm so we can get gunpowder for flight rockets. And we found our end portal. So in the next episode, we can go into the end and take on the Ender Dragon. But that's all I have here for this episode. So let's take a look at the comment of the day. Castle Overwatch. So in the last episode, I asked if anyone had any good ideas for what to name this castle up here. And I feel like Castle Overwatch is a very fitting name. Because this castle, since we first had the idea of building it, it was always going to be, its main purpose was protecting the village of Fisherville down there. So Castle Overwatch makes a lot of sense because it's watching over the village. And it also kind of overlooks the entire spawn area as well. So it's a very fitting name. The only issue I have with it is Overwatch is a very popular video game. I've never played Overwatch before, but I really don't want the castle to be like thought of as like, oh, Overwatch the video game. So I'm going to make a slight alteration to the name. We're going to name it, instead of Castle Overwatch, we're going to name it Castle Overlook. We're going to also switch around the name here, so it'll be Overlook Castle. And we'll dye it. And that's going to be the name of our castle. I don't know if I'll keep that sign there. Doesn't look too great. But that's going to be the name of our castle here, Overlook Castle. The first castle that we've built in our world. But that's going to do it for me. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for all the comments and positive feedback on the last few videos. And I'll see you in the next one when we take on the Ender Dragon. Bye.